and welcome to Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. I'm Catherine Falk with Cox Communications. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have a special guest, Diane Cabral. Diane is the Program Officer for the Medical Reserve Corps at Fairfax County's Department of Health in the Emergency Preparedness Group. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
What is the Medical Reserve Corps?
The Medical Reserve Corps is a national program created out of President Bush's 2002 State of the Union address. After the terrorist attacks in 2001 and the anthrax attacks here in Fairfax County that fall, we quickly realized that we needed to have more resources available in public health to assist people. That was the first time that public health was looked upon as a first responder, much like the police department and the fire department. So President Bush called for the creation of the Medical Reserve Corps program to bring together volunteers to assist public health. After its creation, it's about 6 years later, we've got more than 800 units across the country with collectively 160,000 volunteers. The unit that we have here in Fairfax County is one of the largest in the country, but because we are so densely populated, we have a great need for more volunteers.
So that's great information, but what does the Medical Reserve Corps, what do the people involved with it actually do?
Well, the Medical Reserve Corps, simply put, is a response unit of the Fairfax County Health Department, and they're supervised by the Health Department to assist public health. Let's take, for example, if there were another bioterrorist attack, like an anthrax attack. What would happen is that the Fairfax County Health Department would need to get life-saving medications to all of the residents in Fairfax County. This would include the cities of Fairfax, Falls Church, Herndon, Vienna, and Reston. So based on that information, what we do is we train our MRC volunteers with the appropriate amount of training that they'd have to come forward and help the health department to operate dispensing sites. These dispensing sites would be located at Fairfax County public school facilities, and they would operate until all of the residents of Fairfax County had been served, which could take several days.
That's great. And what sorts of volunteers do you need? You need lots of volunteers, and what should their backgrounds be?
Well, the name is largely a misnomer, Medical Reserve Corps. What we're really looking for are all types of volunteers. Only 30% of our medical people will have a medical background. In addition, we're looking for volunteers that can help with administrative tasks, clerical tasks, people that can help carry out safety duties, and we have a special need for language interpreters because people would need to understand what's going on in an emergency whether or not they spoke English. We also have a need for experienced managers. We need people that could fill critical leadership roles for the Medical Reserve Corps during this time. And of course, we do need medical professionals, so we're looking for physicians, nurses, nurse practitioners, as well as pharmacists and their assistants, and mental health counselors and practitioners that could assist during an emergency. We do have some simple things that we require. We ask that all of our volunteers be at least 18 years of age, that they're able to speak and understand English, that they're not committed to another disaster response organization, and that they are willing to come forward and help us during an emergency and perhaps work long hours if needed at a dispensing site.
Great. You mentioned that you will train the volunteers. Tell us about how people can find out more about becoming a volunteer and briefly about the training.
Well, the training is really only about 10 hours in your first year. You'll be trained on whatever responsibilities you have, and you can learn more about the program if you come to www.fairfaxmrc.org, or you can give us a call at 703-246-8641.
Great. Diane Cabral, thank you so much for joining us and telling us about the Medical Reserve Corps. We wish you luck getting volunteers.
Thanks so much for this opportunity.
And thank you for joining us on Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. Have a great day.